Hello guys, thank you for joining today. Hello guys. If you have any questions, just write me in the comment section below. Today was very interesting how the market actually reacted, and the breaking news was that we are having a new threat from the Russian President Vladimir Putin. They are sharing different news. I'm sharing this video because the market reacted in a sudden way when I was looking at the charts, and it was very surprising how fast it reacted during that moment. And the problem was that also DXY was on the opposite direction, was on the same direction with US oil and gold as well. So as you can see Russian Shoigu, we are fighting not only with Ukraine but with the collective West. So now they are looking that this threat is going to be bigger. Russia continues to progress in some other regions of Ukraine. On the other hand, the Russian President Vladimir Putin, he tells to the West that we have lots of weapons to reply. It is not a bluff. So the West has engaged in nuclear blackmail against Russia. As you can see, this is not a normal situation at all, considering how the market is very sensitive to this kind of news. So from the end of June, we were looking at the market to get a little bit more stable and to look at after the economic data. And now it looks like the market has to face the Russian threat again. It is not a good thing, as we can see, not only from them, but from all parties, because this war is not good at all for any one of us as humans in this century. As you can see, the government must provide funds to increase the production of weapons, so they are just pushing more to the threat of the war. Also, as you can see from FX Trade, they posted it very fast. A risk aversion wave seems to have hit markets on geopolitical concern. So during these days, or probably months, we are going to look at a shift in the money as well. So you need to be careful while you trade, because it is not going to be easy at all during this time, and I will explain you the reason why. And also another news from Russian President Putin will take necessary steps to defend sovereignty. So as you can see, all the market in a sudden moved here from this type of comments. And as we know, what is impacted in this situation, considering that the war is actually developed in Europe, Eurozone is going to have the biggest trouble. So we are going to look at probably Euro to be weaker, and it actually made the first bearish movement. We are going to see GBP to be weaker during this period of time. So let's see, and let's hope that this is not going to be more aggressive a situation right now from both parts, from collective West and from Russia as well. It will not be good at all of this impact. It may be affected also the Swiss franc, and on the other hand, we may see the volume to move outside of Europe. So this is what we need to be careful from the currencies. On the other hand, we have also FOMC today. The Federal is going to look at the interest rate decision. All of this is going to impact the market as well, according to USD. We need to be careful again, as long as Fed was expected to increase the interest rates but by 0.75%. However, it may increase also with 0.5 and not to be so hawkish, because after that it is going to use all the economic arsenal that they have to use to lower down inflation. So it will not be that easy, this type of decision, or probably they may increase the interest rates with 0.75, and after that they may send a dovish senior after that. The next one that is going also to impact the market is going to be the Bank of Japan tomorrow morning during 5 a.m. European time. They may increase the interest rates. They should take any decision considering that the yen is actually very weak, but on the other hand, the yen may increase value because of the problem that Russia is creating today. So let's begin with the first one. You can write me on the messages if you have any question. Just for a moment to check both messages. So the first one that I'm going to look at, so from both technical and fundamental perspective, the first one is going to be Bitcoin. This is a chart that I have shared also during the previous time. What is important is that the economic events are showing to have a very high impact on the crypto market. It shouldn't be in this way overall, because these are not financial assets that are known too much from the US. So it doesn't make sense that inflation will be impacted in this way in the crypto market. It doesn't make sense at all, in my opinion. However, we see that it is affected a lot. These are not financial assets overall as classified like the stocks that we have or currencies. These are different things that the US doesn't like at all. Also because we have the shift of the money from money that are declared up to money that are not declared at all, crimes money, corruption money, and so on. So that is why it doesn't make sense for the price to be impacted in this way. However, let's keep this simple. What we may expect today is the interest rate decision. If price is going to break down, it will be only for the reason of the interest rates, if Fed is going to be more hawkish than normal. But I'm not expecting that for the reason that I actually said. So in my opinion, we may see that during FOMC we are going to have a 0.5% increase and probably some positive news from their side. On the other hand, they are going to increase by 0.75, but with dovish expectation from their side. So this is what I'm actually expecting. Otherwise, the price may move down on the opposite side. Also, considering the pattern from the technical perspective, we can be in a type of ABC correction. Let's see how the price will develop up to the top of the pattern. And after that, we will see if this was the first wave and the price may increase higher. So this is the expectation that I'm expecting for the time being. Everything below 17.6K, we need to be careful because we can see a faster sell-off after that moment. So it will not be that easy a scenario. However, relating this also with the threat that we are having from Russia, I don't want to involve the crypto market too much in this topic, because during the previous time when the market crashed due to the war, the crypto market showed it to be very strong. So the crypto speculated from other things, but not from the war. And also this consolidation is showing that probably we may see the next movement that may come up on Bitcoin very soon. The next one that I'm going to look at is Ethereum. Also, as I have shared during these days, my expectation for Ethereum are that we can see an ABC movement. The first one I was expecting to finish here, close to the first zone, 1300, but it can move also up to 1100 before it moves higher. So both of these areas can reverse the price on the opposite side. Considering that on the daily chart Ethereum is still stopped here, we can be in the same situation like Bitcoin. Sorry. For another ABC movement or probably a bigger cycle that can develop it in a 1, 2, 3 and more bullish momentum. Ethereum merge is not showing any impact at all for the moment, so the market is stable from the Ethereum merge. That is a good thing as well, is very good in my opinion, because it is showing that probably the market is diluted with the gas fees, but not from Ethereum. And on the other hand, we have also this small channel and the price that is breaking out. So we can be close to the bullish movement, but I don't think that this will come before FOMC. So this may happen during FOMC event. A deeper movement that may happen for a deeper ABC correction is this scenario, because we need to know all the possible scenarios right now. It can come close to the bottom of the structure for this double bottom. However, I don't expect this movement for the simple reason, because if Bitcoin is going to move down approximately 25%, 30%, Bitcoin is going to break the resistance, if we can see from this chart. So Bitcoin is not supporting that kind of movement and it can crash. And if this is going to crash, Ethereum is going to move down as well. So this is why I think that probably we may have the bullish movement from this point. A better confirmation for all of this will come only when the price will bounce above this triangle. So let's say that the price can create this movement, and only the bounce above this will confirm definitely for another stronger bullish wave. So this is all also for Ethereum. Yes, I will try to look at also the gold, but the time is a bit limited. Thank you for asking. Just one moment. So the next one that we are going to look at is WhiteBIT token. This is a token that is launched from WhiteBIT during August. As we can see, I updated this analysis on the first part when it was like a type of cup and a handle. Price was transformed, so it made only a small movement. On the second wave, I updated when the price was close to this bottom of the structure, and look at the price reaction. It was very fast, more than 136% from the lowest part that I have shared this analysis. So this is related a lot with the volume. The token is good because it's a token of a WhiteBIT broker. It's very, very new. The volume is not at it should be, so it will increase during this month a lot. The good news is that on September 22, WhiteBIT token will be traded also on their platform, because they launched on a hobby platform, Hobby Global. They launched this news event. It was shared also from Hobby Global, and considering that they are joining a very big broker with very high trading volume on the spot and future market, we may see the price probably to reach 15 very soon, as long as we saw this movement that was created within WhiteBIT broker itself. So let's assume that with the volume that will be added from hobby broker, we may see this type of aggressive movement because the volume will be a lot higher at this point. So this is what I'm looking at. In my opinion, it has higher chances to increase. It's not like the other coins that we have seen that they tend to fail and to lose volume because no one wants to trade. We are talking about the coin of a broker, and this is going to be a wonderful movement in my opinion. So the big date is tomorrow, September 22, and we can see the volatility that will be created here. So it's worth a lot. You can trade on both platforms, on WhiteBIT and Huobi. It can give you a very profitable trade in my opinion. I'm looking up to 15 for 250%, but it can increase more. So let's see. Thank you very much to all the guys that are joining right now. The next one that I have shared also with all of you is Ripple. When I have updated for the last time this analysis, it was close to the bottom of this triangle. I called it several times that it was in the perfect place for many reasons. And as you can see, it was a movement from bottom up to 31%. This is a wonderful movement. And in my opinion, I don't think that this is done yet. So we should see a Ripple to increase volume again. On the other hand, we have a breakout from the structure, breakout and close. The first target will be the top of the structure, and it may continue also higher after that point if we are going to see any type of breakout. Also, we are looking at positive news development from Ripple, and it can continue moving higher. So this is overall, these were the main cryptocurrencies that I'm focused at for the moment. Also, Stellar is the next one, so they are very similar with Ripple. And let's see how it will develop. And now we are going to look at DXY. We are going to look at more details about the fundamental perspective, targets, and what we can actually expect. This is related with the USD dollar, but on the other hand, if USD is going to have any impact, we may see it on the stock market as well, on indexes and all the forex market. So this is a chart that I have shared also before. During these days, I was looking at for this pattern. Price was developing within this area. On the first resistance zone, I have shared also on my public profile, the price was just doing up and down by showing to be very strong. And during today morning, we saw that price made the aggressive movement. As we can see, this breakout was powerless at this point. During morning, I was expecting for the price to move lower and to create any false breakout. But what happened was the bullish movement that we actually see here, and all of this is addressed to the threat from President Putin. It means that dollar index is high because during this type of events, when we see the threat is in Europe, the US dollar is going to be stronger because we are talking about a safe haven currency. And this is one of the reasons. But let's hope that the situation between Russia and the collective West is not going to be more aggressive. I don't wish that at all. We have also FOMC today. Maximum expectation that I'm actually expecting, but however, it's a bit too much. I don't want to see the price to increase up to this area because this is showing the potential right now, up to 112, let's say, and probably a bit lower, so it can come also at 100 somewhere here at this level, and 11 or 12, because these are psychological numbers. What I don't really like is that if price is going to come to this area, we may see a very high volatility in all the markets. On the other hand, what can happen is that if this support area, if this resistance area located close to 110 is going to stop the price, and if price is going to wait for FOMC at this moment, we are going to see the movement to come down again in order to complete the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is a sideways movement on the 4-hour time frame. However, we are going to look at the FOMC. That is going to be very crucial for this movement. We have also this 4-hour candle that I don't like this at all, but we need to see the next candle how it will close. Considering the bad news from Russia and also the hawkish expectation from FOMC, I wouldn't be surprised to look at some more bullish development before the price will do any other direction. So we are in a breaking point in this situation. It is not clear at all considering also the candle close. The next one that was a bit surprising to me was the US oil. As you can see, when DXY exploded with this candle here, it was this movement here, I was surprised when I saw US oil to move higher. So for US oil, when dollar becomes stronger, oil becomes weaker as long as it is quoted with USD in the same way like indexes or cryptocurrencies. But on the other hand, we can see that now we are talking about the energy crisis again with this conflict. So we are in a different situation again. When I shared this analysis some days ago, the price broke out from this point and it came lower. Just let me find it. So it was all fine with the overall picture, as you can see. Just one moment, please. Price came down to the target was reached, and it moved higher. So all of this movement that was created today is related more with the energy crisis than with the US dollar. So what can happen after that with oil? Look at how the price created this pattern right now. In my opinion, probably considering this breakout and the actual crisis, this could be an ABC correction very fast, and we can be in another ABC correction from this point again. So we can see oil to test the top of the structure very soon. I don't think that the collective West and also Russia will stop with the comments, and all of this will make oil to move up to 90 again. So 90 is not too far. It can develop also more higher from this point. If price is going to reach 90, I wouldn't be surprised to see also the retest of the upper part of the structure, because we are talking about swing trades at this point, and we can see price also to move up to 96, considering that the situation is escalating and it's not looking so good in my opinion. So this is the potential development that we may see also on US oil. Just be careful that it will be, as it will be the part of speculation overall, and it will not be that easy. It will come with comments from both parts. The next one that we are going to look at is Euro USD. As we have seen also before, price is moving within this channel. It keeps developing and it is making lower low. Uh, the bullish confirmation for the trend, the change of the trend, will come only if price will make any attempt to break above the channel. Until that moment, in my opinion, we can see only bearish movements, in the same way how the price developed. The first one that was close to the previous part, and after that we saw the small one and price came down again. So we can be in the same situation. Considering that the actual conflict is developed in Eurozone, we need to be very careful, because FOMC on one hand and the crisis on the other hand can create a very big volatility. And also what I'm looking at, sorry, is this pattern here. Price was showing during these days the possibility for a price expansion, and it looks like all of this is getting a better shape, so we can see a type of megaphone pattern for the moment, and price can keep moving down in these bad comments and FOMC expectation. We can see the price to move down up to 0.9814. This is the point where we need to look at for any reversal. So this is the second and the most important. And the most important as well is also this part of the structure, that price is actually stopped. The low is at 0.9864 and the next one is on the candles. So we can see any price movement also from this zone. However, everything will be related to much how the conflict between the countries will develop right now. We need to be very careful with this. And let's see for the next movement if this is going to be bullish or probably the price will dip lower. If we are going to have not a normal increase in interest rates with hawkish expectation, let's say 0.5 will be very good at this area, we may see the price to bounce from this point. So a 50 basis point probably will help euro to react a bit bullish in this situation. And the next one is euro yen that I actually shared in the group. Price was creating this ABC correction, and all of this movement is addressed to the news from Russian president as well. So this was the catalyst for this movement. What we need to be careful again, I don't think that this is going to calm down very soon, this type of situation. We can see the price to test the pattern and it will respect the technical perspective at this moment, because we have a combination, a strong combination of the technical aspect and the fundamental perspective that may push the price lower from this point. Considering that yen is also a safe haven currency, we may see yen to be stronger. Also tomorrow we will have the Bank of Japan during the morning, so this may increase the odds for yen to be stronger and euro weaker again, considering that market now is not so stable from these comments. I don't think that the market will be calmed down very soon, according to geopolitical developments. So this is all what I have prepared and I wanted to share it with all of you. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and let me know for everything that we will have in the comment section of the video, of the YouTube video below. See you on the next live stream. Bye bye.